Hello, YouTube. I have an update for you. According to the Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis, she now has 8 other police officers under investigation that will either be fired or just being investigated in the death of Mr. Tyre Nichols. The Memphis City Council asked Chief C.J. Davis where she had been because she had declined several interviews, including one with WERG, Channel 3 News. But the police chief did drop several bombshells. She said that she has now netted another 7 officers to go along with the 5 police officers who have already been fired. They are either under investigation or will face some kind of administration. And to me, I say Chief C.J. Davis is just covering her behind because she could have did something way before now. It shouldn't have taken a whole month to interview individuals. I guess this means that Police C.J. Davis says we are trying to figure out if there is a direct or indirect administrative violation by those new 8 officers. The chief of police, C.J. Davis, was asked, "Where had you been?" The chief has declined to do several interviews. The only person not worried about Chief C.J. Davis is her boss, Mayor Jim Strickland, that you see right there. He thinks that the chief of police has been very transparent since the beating of Tyre Nichols. I don't know. I don't think she's been too transparent. But the mayor of Memphis, Jim Strickland, thinks that his pick for top cop has handled the situation well. Even his comparisons to the Scorpion unit and the unit Red Dogs, which he was over in Atlanta. That unit Red Dogs was known for getting a lot of complaints against them for excessive force. And I can believe that because when you give police officers like those the green light, you basically telling them that you want them to clean up your city by any means necessary. And why Mayor Jim Strickland thought she would be a better police chief than Tony Armstrong. If you don't know who Tony Armstrong is, look at my previous videos. I don't understand that. Chief Davis was over the Red Dogs, which was disbanded in 2011. C.J. Davis was over them at one. She was over them at one point. So they had carte blanche to do whatever they wanted to the citizens in Atlanta. She was over them at one point in her career. But for the people living in Memphis, the Red Dogs were not heard of until something happened. This is with the so-called Scorpion unit. I mean, I never heard of the Red Dogs or the Scorpion unit. I knew that there were black unmarked police officers patrolling black unmarked police cars. I'm sorry, patrolling the streets of Memphis, but I didn't know who they were. Mayor Jim Strickland claims he did not know that C.J. Davis was over a unit called the Red Dogs, which means to me that he didn't do his homework on her before he hired her. That's what that means. Shoot. And the Scorpion unit, he said the Red Dogs and the Scorpion unit are completely different. And to me, that sounds real stupid. Red Dogs or Scorpion units, they both units that you giving police the carte blanche to use excessive force and police brutality. C.J. Davis claims that officers who used excessive force are being tracked. Now she told WGR News that she didn't have nowhere tracking those people. And CJ Davis refused to answer questions about who the officers are. Chief C.J. Davis claims these officers have been moved out of the Scorpion unit, which to me, and I say yes, I have received. She's saying yes, she have received complaints about some of those Scorpion units, some of those officers in the Scorpion unit, and she have moved them out. She dealt with it. So I don't understand, you know, why it is that it took her so long. When you disband a unit, it's like putting a pit bull that's been trained to fight in the same cage as a pit bull that haven't been trained to fight. That pit bull is going to kill that other dog because that's what he has been trained to do. So basically what I'm saying is that by Police Chief CJ Davis disbanding this Scorpion unit and not firing those officers, she has basically unleashed pit bulls onto the streets of Memphis because this Scorpion unit was trained to do certain things, and that's the way they make their living. And just because their unit has been disbanded doesn't mean that those Scorpions are going to stop using the same police brutality and unnecessary police force that they used in the past, because that is what they were trying to do. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'm out. And what else I want to say is it shouldn't matter whether it was a unit called the Red Dogs that she was over in Atlanta, or whether it's a unit called the Scorpions that she was over in Memphis, Tennessee. Police brutality is police brutality no matter where it's dished out. Because she basically told those people, those police officers, that she wanted the streets of Memphis clean, you know, by any means necessary. She just gave them the carte blanche to use whatever they had to do to get it done. And to me, Memphis is not that bad a place. I have said that before, to have units like the Scorpion units. I don't know about Atlanta. I have never been there, but it said that those Red Dogs in Atlanta would just walk up to people and basically just beat them up. And she was over that unit for some time in her career. Just like she was over the Scorpions here in Memphis for some time in her career. You can't unleash a pit bull that's been trained to fight onto the streets of Memphis and don't think that that pit bull is going to bite somebody. So she basically, tainted the whole police unit, because that police unit was under Chief Tony Armstrong, and he did a darn good job. And I don't know why Mayor Jim Strickland couldn't come to some compromise with Tony Armstrong to keep him on as the chief of police in Memphis. All right, guys. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, this was an update. I updated you on the fact that the police chief says that she is now investigating 8 more police officers and supervisors, making it a total of 13 people that she is under investigation in the beating death of Mr. Tyre Nichols. And may Mr. Tyre Nichols rest in eternal peace. All right, guys, I'm out.